Hey guys, Anesu here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another video. And in this video, as you guys could tell from the title up above, I'm going to be talking about how to be more confident. How do you put yourself out there? How do you work on this important skill? I'm going to help you guys right now. Now, just a little disclaimer, just an FYI, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be the most confident person in the world, because I'm not. And I'm not going to pretend that this is not a daily battle for me, because it is. But I do have amazing tips. I know I always say that. I do. I think I have really great tips. So here's why I think I am a great person to speak on confidence. I completely understand where you're coming from. My confidence was literally at -30. I was not confident at all. And it took me a very long time to be able to, kind of work myself out of that. So I know how you feel. I've been there. I get it. It sucks. I know the pain. I know the struggle. I know that, when you're in a place when you don't have that confidence, it gets to a point where it's actually debilitating and it takes away your quality of life. And so the second reason why I feel like I'm a great person to talk about this is because I feel like even though I'm not where I want to be as far as my confidence level, my confidence level it's come a long way. I have definitely put in a lot of work. I've put in a lot of effort. I've put in a lot of intentional energy onto my confidence and, trying to build that confidence level. So for people who are kind of just starting out, for people who, are just starting on this journey and they don't really know who to look to, they don't know who to refer to, just know that I got you, okay? I got you. I know how to help you. I've been there. So tip number 1, let's talk body language. We communicate more, with our body language and our, physical than we do with our words. And, the way that you do certain things with your body, it communicates a lot without you even having to say a word. What I want you guys to start doing is minding your body, minding how your body looks, being able to know when you're starting to do things that kind of indicate lack of confidence. So things like, talking a little bit lower, or, talking kind of softer or unsure, kind of having this kind of hunched position. Confident people stand up tall and they have a very, strong, powerful appearance. And the other important aspect to this, but looking people in the eye. Looking people in the eye can be so intimidating, right? It's so intimidating. It's so scary. It's just weird. And here's a little tip for you guys. If you struggle with looking people in the eye, start by looking people right here. Okay, just right here. You don't have to look in the eyeballs just yet. We're gonna work up to that, but just look people right here. They can't tell that you're not looking at them directly in the eye. Believe me, it's been tested, okay? It's been tested, it's been proven. I think that's what I did for a good 6 months, about 6 months. I would just look people right here. And then eventually, I started working my way up to looking people directly, right in the eyes, okay? Because that's what confident people do. The second thing we need to work on is speaking your mind. A lot of the times when people lack confidence, they don't want to speak their minds. They don't want to put their ideas out there because they don't want to get judged. Not anymore. We are not doing that in 2020. I want you guys to learn how to speak your ideas. Speak your mind. You could have problem-solving ideas. You can have ideas that literally save your company. You can have ideas and thoughts that help somebody. Don't keep that stuff to yourself because you're scared. And that's something that you can do little by little. You could start by, in your friend group, and then, or in your family, in your friend group, and then at your job, at your school, wherever, people are soliciting ideas, be the one to speak up. And if people are not really vibing with what you're saying, that's okay. Just say what you need to say. You never know what kind of amazing things you can do with your thoughts, with your ideas, but they will never materialize if you're too scared to put them out there into the world. Tip number 3, and this is a good one, okay? Well, they're all good ones, to be honest with you, but this is a really good one. Tip number 3 is, drumroll please, Try new things. Try and seek after new experiences. Doing the same thing and being in the same routine, I don't think it does anything to your confidence as far as like lessening your confidence, but it definitely does not boost your confidence, right? And we're looking for things that boost our confidence. Trying new experiences, putting yourself in different atmospheres, hanging out with different people, just shock the system. Like, here's what I think happens, okay? And this is not scientific, this is just Anesu's theory, okay? Anesu's theory on why new experiences cause confidence. I think our brains, okay, like whenever you're in a new experience, whenever you are, in a new atmosphere, your brain panics a little bit, okay? Your brain is kind of in like I don't know, it panics. It's in a panic mode. It's kind of like I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on. This is something, I've never seen this before. I've never seen these people, or I've never done this. Now, your brain is mostly concerned about keeping you alive and making sure you survive. So when it's put through something different, it gives you a boost of confidence because, you need some confidence to be able to survive whatever is, that you're being faced with. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? The brain is like, okay, we need to survive. I don't know what's going on, but we need to survive. So here's some confidence to get you through this experience. I really do think that that's accurate. I feel like there's probably a scientific way to put that. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know, but I really do think that's what happens. I feel like the brain, it gives you a boost of confidence because you need that confidence to make sure you survive this new unfamiliar event. Okay, so if you have scientific ways to put that in a more eloquent way than what I just did, please comment below because your girl is struggling. For me, every single time that I ever tried something new, every time I introduced something new into my life, I got a boost of confidence. Do something that you've never done before, go to school, take a class, take up a hobby. Tip number 3, are we at tip number 3? No, tip number 4 is to have something going for yourself. I feel like when you can kind of have something to be proud about, whether that's, you're chasing a degree, or, you're starting a business, or you are you're working your way to getting a promotion at your job, you have some activities that you're doing, like having a goal and being a person who has goals, that gives you confidence, because you need confidence to be able to be able to accomplish these goals, right? You need confidence to be able to accomplish the goals that you want in your life. So I feel like whenever you set goals for yourself, whenever you have something going for yourself, when you have something that you can attach your name to, when you have something that you can have pride in and say that this is what I'm doing, that does give you confidence. Okay? And you don't even have to be at the peak. You don't even have to be at the point where you're seeing success, but you just have to be working towards success. See, look at people who really have things going for themselves. Like, just look at them. Look at how much confidence they have. People who really have things going for themselves, they have a lot of confidence, right? They have a lot of esteem. I told you, in order for you to achieve like goals and, things like that, you have to have confidence. Tip number 5, we're sliding right through this list. Emulate confident people. If you have friends people in your life that are confident, ask them questions, right? Ask them questions. Go hang out with them more. Hang out with those people more. Do what the confident people are doing, okay? If you want to be confident, do what confident people are doing. Ask them questions. Shadow them. If you want to be rich, do what the rich people are doing. If you want to be confident, do what the confident people are doing. So tip number 6 is to do bold things. Do things that scare you. Do things that frighten you. I know, just that. I want you to do me a favor, right? Close your eyes and just think, if you are somebody who lacks confidence, close your eyes and think about something that scares the living daylights out of you. If you're scared of public speaking, you gotta sign up for every single public speaking event there is in your area. That's the only way to get rid of anxiety, is to put yourself in situations where your anxiety is super high, and sticking it out and conquering. Because you know what's gonna happen? The more times you do whatever that activity is, the more times you talk to strangers, the more times you speak in public events, the more times you sing in front of a crowd, guess what's gonna happen over time? That anxiety is gonna go away. because that's how fear operates. Fear has a hold on you when you don't confront it. Fear is like a big bully when you think about it. Like a big, like, they're gonna keep coming at you, and they're gonna keep, you know, pushing you around until you show them who's boss. For me, like, having conversations with people has always been very triggering. My heart would start beating so fast, my hands would get sweaty, and, you know, like, just very, yeah, like, just sweaty, and what's the word, like, quaky. Like, I would start to shake a little bit, and my mind would literally go blank. That's how bad it was. I forced myself to have conversations with people. Like, I would talk to every single customer, you know, try and strike up a conversation. Or even a lot of the times when I take Uber, to this day, I still, you know, try and talk to every single Uber driver, try and, you know, communicate and, you know, start a conversation with every single Uber driver. Now, that doesn't happen all the time, because sometimes, you know, you want to just relax. After a long day at work, you don't really want to talk, you just want to go home, so you just say hi and, you know, you put your headphones in. But now, starting a conversation is nothing. Like, what? Starting a conversation is nothing to me now. Now, this is different from the trying new things tip, because when you try new things, it doesn't necessarily mean you're afraid of them. I'm talking about intentionally putting yourself in situations that you want to avoid, that your brain is telling you to avoid, that your anxiety is telling you to avoid. Intentionally putting yourself in those situations. That's what's gonna kill that anxiety. What have you been fearful of? What have you been scared to do? What could have happened if you ventured out? What could have happened if you put yourself out there? What could have happened if your confidence didn't get in the way? What could have happened if, you know, you did what you wanted to do? What could have happened? And I ask myself, you know, this question all the time, and it gives me more motivation to work on my confidence and to work on myself. What could have happened? What opportunities did I pass up because I was too, you know, insecure to do it? This is not an overnight thing. This is not an overnight thing. If you've struggled with confidence your whole life, you know, one YouTube video and talking to a couple random people is not going to fix the problem. Okay? This is something you have to be intense and intentional about. This is gonna take, it could take months, it could take years. When I tell you my confidence was literally like a -30, I'm not lying. So it's taken me a couple years to get here. To get to the point where I'm making a YouTube video, something that I would have never done. To get to the point where I can talk to any person. I promise you, I can have a conversation with any person. And I'm not saying that to brag or to boast. I'm not. I'm saying that to say that I've come a long way. I've put in the work, but I've gone through the process. I don't know what scripture this is in the Bible, but it says, you know, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can do it. You can do it. Guys, that's my video on how to be more confident. Those are my tips. If I left anything, as usual, leave it in the comment section. Feel free to subscribe, okay? Feel free to subscribe. It's free. It's free. It's free. Did you know that it's free to hit the subscribe button? And it's free to hit the like button? So go ahead. Go ahead. I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.